Okay, we're going to trim a block to something smaller than what your ruler is. So I just got a ruler out. Hold on. So now these blocks don't end up being 10.5 inches. They're a little short, and I'll show you. See, they're just about 10 this way, and they're 10.5 this way. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get the glare to not be on it. But it's ending up right short of 10.5 here on this line, and then over here on this line, it is right at 10. So here's how we're going to take a big ruler. This is a 12.5 inch ruler, and make it smaller. And I'm sorry about the glare, but my light is not in the right spot, and it's dark outside now, so I can't get it to show up unless I turn the light on. So make sure it's straight. Okay. So what you're going to do first is, let's put it this way because it's a little bit easier to make sure that this is straight, so that you can make a straight line. So take your nearest edge, and you can see that I am landing on the 2 1/4 right here. You see that? It's not totally straight, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to trim the edges so that they're perfectly straight. And this area right here is 2 1/4. Okay? And then we're going to straighten up this edge. As long as it is, if you look over here on this end, as long as it's meeting the 10 or exceeding the 10, so it's meeting it up here, it's perfectly on the 10 actually, which is a little scary. As long as it's meeting this 10 over here, and meeting or exceeding this 10, it's okay. We can trim. So we're going to trim. This is not the sturdiest. I don't like it. Hold on 1 second. Unfortunately, this ruler is not very sturdy on the end. So we're going to stick that there. And we're going to put it on the 1/4 again. Okay. So now we're going to trim. Pull that off to the side. And we're going to trim this side too, okay? There we go. Now, here's the trick. We're going to turn this around. It's going to like a full 180 degrees. Okay? So the corner that was at the top right corner is now down here. And we're going to line this up exactly at the 10s. Okay? So we're meeting the edge here, but we have a lot to cut off up here. But if you can see, it goes exactly on the 10 here. I don't know if you can see that exactly. And there are lines messing up in the way. But it comes exactly on this 10 and exactly on this 10. So forget about all these things over here. You just need to match up your 10-inch line. So just in case there's any over here to cut, there was a little bit up there. And there you go. It's exactly 10 inches. And you can check if you want. These are not ever exactly right. But you see how it goes on the lines? Perfect. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so here's a square, right? And we're going to double check it. Okay, so whoops, I lost my grippy. So what's going on here is that I am really close to the 10 down here. In fact, it's a little short, but I'm going to say that's all right. But I'm way over the 10 over here. This is one of those rectangle ones that I messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it as close as possible down here. And then I'm going to trim that edge off. I don't have much to trim up here except for this. So we're just going to trim here. Okay. Try to get off the glare. And we're going to trim up there. All right. And now we're going to take this corner and move it to the opposite corner. Okay. There we go. And we're going to line it up on the 10-inch line. Okay. Do you see how that is exactly on the 10-inch line over here? And then it dips a little up here, but for the most part it stays on the 10-inch line over here. So now we're going to cut this edge off. And we're going to cut that. And now it's 10 inches. If you can see that. There's a little bit of a gap right here, but it's definitely going to be within our seam allowance, so I'm okay with that. Now, if you're a little worried about it, you can trim it smaller if you want, but 10 inches is what mine are usually ending up as, so I'm going to take this as a cutting fluke. And we're done. That's it. That's all there is to it. So you can absolutely take a bigger ruler and cut a smaller square from it. You cannot take a smaller square and cut a bigger ruler. So if you have to have two squares, take like a medium-sized one and a big one, because you can always cut it smaller as long as you use your square up edges over here. That's it. Hopefully that works. Otherwise, I'll see you later at the shop. Okay, bye.